Major Slack Videos.
Hey, welcome back to Major Slack Videos, here for a stop for titillating tactical Elden Ring gameplay. This is part 22 of my samurai run, Stormveil Castle, interior halls including the Grafted Scion, boss fight, and how to get elevator number 1 in operation. Off camera, I farmed up a whole bunch of thin beast bones. We need to make some poison bone arrows. I farmed up 39 thin beast bones. You know where to do this. This is down in the underground at Scion Riverwall at that place I showed you earlier, where you can whack a whole bunch of those antelopes with the glintstone arc spell. And I also have some poison bloom that I've managed to collect throughout this walkthrough. If you've been following this walkthrough, you should have at least some poison bloom. You only need 3. It would be nice if you had 10 plus. I had 12. And you also need some flight pinions, and you know where from previous videos where to farm flight pinions. Now, everybody go to Saint's Bridge. Saint's Bridge site of grace. This is the North Limgrave. By the way, Gamer Slack is down there in the trenches behind the gun, and MC Dub Slack is here in the rear with the gear on the microphone. Alright? I thought Gamer Slack would handle this a lot better. Just go galloping across the bridge. Ignore the Mad Pumpkinhead. He's only worth about 200 runes. We only killed him earlier for, like, you know, for gits and jiggles. And we already got the smithing stones here. We're just after the merchant who is across the bridge here. This merchant has the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 3, which will allow us to make poison bone arrows. There we go, Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 3. And we can also make some pickled turtleneck with this as well. Pickled turtleneck. Alright, so now everybody can make poison bone arrows. Make as many as you can, up to 100. I'm going to make 100. You'll need about 30. You can get away with 20. If you can make 30 or more, make them. Okay, so back to the Rampart Tower site of grace, back at Stormveil Castle, and we're going to begin a massive run here. And the star of the show is going to be our Hornbow plus 10. Stash all your sleep pots so that you can have a lot of crack pots freed up. In your Wondrous Physic, you want Strength Knot Crystal Tier and the Spiked Cracked Tier, the second of which is the most important. First one doesn't really matter, not that much. And now, I believe I'm going to make some, first of all, some poison bone arrows. Like I said, make as many as you can, up to 100. Make at least 30. You could probably get away with 20, but it'd be nice to have 30. And make some fire pots. Make a big batch of them. As far as flasks, I'm going to go all in on the FP. And here is my loadout for now. Just the Hornbow, the Arrows Reach Talisman, and the Blue Dancer Charm for now. This is our Hornbow loadout. And then later on we will occasionally switch to a night loadout. And I'll tell you about that later. Okay, and wait till nightfall. This is important, so by the time you get to the courtyard, it's going to be daytime. And as far as flasks, go light on the HP. Okay, don't worry about it. You're not going to take much heat. I went all in. I went 8 and 0. 8 FP, 0 HP. You might want to go 7 and 1. Okay, and my load is really light. And let's get busy. Out here, these Stormhawks, they're sitting on explosive barrels. A single fire arrow to the barrel will blow them up and instantly obliterate them. Same with this guy. Use precision aim near the top of the barrel. And there's one more over here, hiding right there. You can just see the top of the barrel here. Instant kill. Right now, we're going to stop Gostock from stalking us by going through that location right there that I just pointed to. But in order to get him to appear at his second stalking spot, we have to clear it of all enemies. So I'm just backtracking here. And just kind of fixing up my pouch slots. Back here, up the stairs. Gostock is going to appear right there. But he won't if these enemies upstairs are still alive, so we have to kill them. So just go halfway up the stairs here, get that exile to come down. All you have to do is just go halfway up the stairs. He comes through the doorway, and then just that will trigger him to come all the way down the stairs. You don't have to wait for him or anything. And then just lock on, let him have it. Single mighty shot, regular arrow, you don't need to use a fire arrow. And then we're going to go all the way up. That guy's next. May take a little heat taking this guy down because he's going to pop off a shot with his crossbow, but should be able to instantly kill him. And then we can hop over this kind of wheel kind of thingy here and go get some daggers. Hardly worth it, but you know, if you want to get all the goodies, do that. Right, so now that this area is clear of enemies, we can get Gostok to appear here. And once we do that, he will no longer stalk us, and he will no longer rip us off for 30% of our runes if we die. As long as you go through this spot right here, okay? Game Recycle is showing you that spot right there. Pass right through it. Let's just go all the way in to the end just for good measure, and whack these barrels with a fire arrow. There's a Stormhawk hiding out there. See, he got killed. You can see the notification off to the left there, and get yourself a smithing stone 2 times 1. And now we're going to backtrack to Gostok's stalking location. And you see if we did everything right, there he is right there. Let's go talk to him.
Another one, all skin and bones. Worse than a petty squire.
You there, what are you doing?
Oh,
huh?
You.
What's up?
For God's sake, don't scare me like that.
Scared you.
What? Oh, just clearing out some corpses? Can't just leave them about, you know? They'll start to pong, eh? Oh, hello.
Is that your job or something,
No,
or what?
don't you mind me for a minute? It's my job to keep the grounds clean.
Really now? Is it also your job to rip us off for 30% of our runes if we die? Okay, so having done that, he will no longer stalk you. So if you die, it's no problem. But you're not going to die because you're rolling with major slack. And this elevator is not operational. I'm going to show you how to get it operational before the end of the video, which is a very convenient shortcut. Do not rest at that site of grace there because it's going to respawn all the Stormhawks that we just killed. You don't need to rest. Okay, so continue down to the north. We already went down that way, so let's go down the stairs here. Cross the rooftop to the other side and pick up some goodies there. Okay, golden rune. And carefully drop down here and go around the corner to the left and get 5 kukri. And jump into the chapel.
Nice
and let's
to
go
meet
have
you.
a chat with Roger.
The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormveil Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind. I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Alright, and he has 3 weapon skills for sale. The second of which is pretty good. This one here, carrying a greatsword. The other 2 have limited applications. I know a lot of people like the first one, Glintstone Pebble. I'm not really a big fan of that. Alright, I'm not going to buy any of those just yet. Let's sneak out to the north here. 2 or 3 guys here, I believe. 1, 2, 2 guys. We switch over to our large club. Should be able to do them in no problem. Charge attack. Swing and a miss. Try again. And knock it out of the park. Now keep your large club equipped. Strike that. Switch back to your bow. We are going to use this shortly though. Here we have a banished knight who is extremely dangerous, patrolling with an exile. The exile we're going to take out with a single shot from the hornbow, but not now. Wait till they start patrolling back so that you can take out the exile without the banished knight knowing. Then we're going to switch over to the large club, get buffed, and we're going to sneak up behind the banished knight, do a backstab, and then finish him off with a charge attack. And we're using the large club on that guy because he's vulnerable to strike damage, and that's what the large club does, strike damage. Alright, so let's start off the exile, lock on, whack him, back away, and get out of sight just in case the banished knight caught on to what you're doing. He really does. And you probably also want to hook up the your dagger with Golden Vow and the Axe Talisman and the Assassin's Crimson Dagger as your talismans. Okay. With all that, now don't forget we have the Spike Crack tier in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. We're going to take that. Okay, so here I'm casting Golden Vow. Take the Flask of Wondrous Physic. This will boost our charge attacks. Two-hand the large club. Wait till that guy turns around. Cast Determination, which is the skill that is on the large club now. Sneak up behind him and backstab. Down he goes. Count 1 banana. Go forward a little bit and charge attack. May take a little heat, but he always goes down. If he doesn't, just do another quick attack to finish him off. And here, I'm just going to leave that guy alone. We want to take advantage of the fact that our Flask of Wondrous Physic is giving us a boost to our charge attacks for the next 3 minutes. So let's just rush through here. Sneaky, sneaky. Just follow my route here. We're going to take on another Banished Knight before the Flask of Wondrous Physic wears off. Exact same routine. Golden Vow as he's approaching, so you're going to be all buffed by the time he's walking away. Wait till he starts walking back before you cast Determination, because that only lasts 10 seconds. Right now. And then go for it. Sneak out, get behind him, lock on, backstab, go forward a little bit, 1 banana, charge attack. There we go, that was textbook. Now we can backtrack and pick up where we left off, because it doesn't matter if the Wondrous Physic wears off. And Gamer Slack is just sneaking around because he forgot who is around here. And let's switch back to the bow. And our archer loadout, which is Arrow's Reach, Blue Dancer Charm. There's a guy down here. Let's just get lazy and pop him off with a headshot. Instant kill. I don't think we can get this guy across the way there because the railing is in the way. This is what I'm tempting to do now. Oh, we can. Okay, right from this point here. Okay, Gamers Like proved me wrong. And there is the Grafted Scion. So make sure you kill that guy just like I showed you, because He's kind of annoying trying to get around the corner. And now I just want to backtrack and make sure I got all the goodies in this room. Okay, and follow my route here. Exactly. In here we can get, or rather whack these two dogs down here. This won't take 2 shots. Headshot and just a regular shot. And this one is best to just throw a fire pot at him, because you won't be able to get a line of fire on them. Even though the game looks like it, you know, you can get a line of fire on them, but you know. Alright, so take out those 2 doggies. Hop over this kind of fence here. Use this the sax and hook up your Lord's Horn's greatsword. I'm going to backstab this guy. In case you need to top off your health a little bit like I do, make sure you hook up your Assassin's Crimson Dagger. Sneak up on this guy, backstab, and you'll recover health. Grab yourself a gold pickle foul foot, and we're going to go up the stairs. And back to the hornbow. In there is the Mimic's Veil. I haven't forgotten that. And now Gamer Slack is getting worried about forgetting it, so he's gonna go back and get it. Even though we're probably coming back to this room in a few minutes. Mimic's Veil. Excellent piece of equipment. Use it to disguise yourself as a local piece of whatever. You know, it's random. So if you're out in the field, it may disguise you as, say, a tree or something. If you're inside, it'll disguise you as a painting or whatever. And you can move around very slowly and enemies won't know what's going on. Anyways, I'll show you about that later. Get on top of these rooftops here. There's 2 very dangerous knights in this courtyard down here. Hook up your fire arrows. With a hornbow plus 10, should be able to kill them with 2 or 3 arrows. That's all it's going to take if you do a headshot. See, zoom in on this guy, precision aim, mighty shot, headshot, and look how much damage that does. Same thing with this guy. Don't bother shooting them while they're moving around, you'll never hit them. And just wait for them to calm down. I'm just hooking up my regular arrows in the secondary slot. Sometimes you get them to stop moving by shooting the ground right next to them, and then you can do a headshot with a fire arrow. See, that was textbook. That was textbook. And the other one, I believe, he's got a deflate on us. He's right below us. So I have to wait till he kind of... Oh yeah, I remember what happened to this guy. This is extremely rare. This guy hopped over the edge and he's stuck down at the bottom. So now we can't get a line of fire on him at all. So I'm going to have to use fire pots to finish him off. There we go. Okay, so that's important you take out those 2 knights, because when we approach from the other side, it's really difficult to take out those knights because you can't get a line of fire on them. So you just have to walk in, and you can't ambush them either because it's hard to get behind them. This guy, I forget what I did. I think I just shot him. I did use Mighty Shot because I wanted to save on FP. Okay, and this guy is already dead. This guy here, if you point to the south and you see this guy standing here, it's important that you take him out. Headshot, Mighty Shot. That'll save you a lot of problems later on. Alright, let's get some goodies. some pickled turtleneck. Pickled turtleneck. And the stone sword key. The grafted Scion we can do in with about half a dozen poison arrows. If you can, try to shoot him from above, because he can't block arrow shots from above. So I'm switching over to trying to soften him up with some fire pots. And now I'm going to switch over to poison bone arrows. Pretty sure. Attaboy, Slack. Yeah. And just shoot 5 or 6 shots and then wait till keep shooting until he starts, like, green fumes start coming off him, which will indicate that he's poisoned. See, he can't block shots from above. One more. One more. One more. Surprised he took so many without getting there you go. Now he's smoking. By the way, all those previous shots were not mighty shots. I was trying to save on FP. Only the last one was the mighty shot. And now I'm just going to wait until he slowly poisons himself to death. You can always tell when he's poisoned when he's like got the green fumes coming off him. You can see his damage numbers constantly rolling through his health bar. Let me take this opportunity to say that I will start uploading some other Elden Ring videos that are kind of part of the a how-to series. Basically, like I did say, I was going to make this a dedicated Elden Ring channel. There we go. He died. Yeah, so I'm gonna like upload videos that are, you know, for people who don't necessarily want to follow an entire walkthrough, because walkthroughs are really lengthy. You know, so like videos that will help people with the game while not necessarily committing to an entire walkthrough. How-to videos and little speedrun mini walkthroughs and stuff like that. So when you see those videos appear, do not become alarmed that I'm abandoning this walkthrough. I am not. I'm going to see this through to the end. Very determined. Really like this game. This is my new Skyrim. Okay, out here, what you want to do is wait till, if you like peek through the window on the door and there's a guy pacing back and forth there, wait till he's pacing away and then go open the door and come back here and hide here. Then you're going to wait for him to patrol forward. Then he's going to turn around again, and when he turns around again, go for him and do a backstab. It's that simple. Yeah, a lot of the strategies I'm doing in this walkthrough are very different from what I've done before. Here, these 3 guys in front of the fireplace, you can easily take them out with a fire pot if you target the middle one, that one right there. Throw a fire pot, boom, all 3 go down. Yeehaw. You go, girl. So that was all textbook. Textbook strategy. Hornbow plus 10, and Lord Sworn's Greatsword plus 7, and some fire pots. You don't need to be overpowered. You just need strategy. Strategery, people. Strategery rocks. Okay, so everything is clear here. And jump down here. Get some exalted flesh. Over here should be I forget, the Highland Axe, of course. Stanching boluses. Here is the elevator, but before that, let's go in here. You remember Rodrika, and she told you to tell her chrysalids buddies to give them a message. This is where they are. They all died, And when you if Rodrika does not move to Liurnia, you'll get the Chrysalis Memento there instead of the Crimson Hood. But we had her move to Liurnia because we went to Liurnia before we started Stormveil Castle. Anyways, once again, just do exactly what I'm doing if I'm not commenting on what I'm doing. In here, want to switch to arrows. This is a completely new strategy for taking on these very dangerous crossbow exiles in this armory here. This will require Stone Sword Key. Okay, now what we're going to use is precision aim, hornbow, fire arrows, headshot, and you're going to use precision aim right now before you get out there, and then you're going to slide to the left slowly until you can get a line of fire on this exile right here. Headshot, and it should instantly kill him, and then back away. These guys are really hard to sneak up on them, but I finally found a way to stealth them, to stealth kill them. This is what I'm doing right now. So like I said, brand new strategy. It's way easier. Okay, same thing. Precision aim, slide to the left carefully, and get just enough to get a line of fire on this guy's head. Headshot, mighty shot, instant kill. Get yourself the Iron Wet Blade, that's important. And the Hot Crest Wooden Shield, not important. And the Misericord. It's like a unique dagger. You can probably do the same thing on this guy here. That's the one we skipped earlier because I was in a rush to not waste my flask of Wondersmith Physic. Remember I showed you that? We passed by and he was down to the right there. That's that guy. Alright, so that's everybody here clear. There is one more thing I forgot, but we'll do that later. And to get the elevator operational, just simply take it up. That's it. All I have to do is take the elevator up. Now it is fully functional from the top. There's the site of grace that we started off at right there. Okay. Do not rest. You don't need to. You shouldn't need to. You should have plenty of gas left in the tank to carry on. Alright? I'm going to call it. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, post a comment, and I'll see you next time for some more Elden Ring.